Step 1 is to grab a reference, but please do not use Google to search for them, because if you do, you'll either get stock images or pictures like this. So instead, use Pinterest and search for Eunchae, which means best looking face according to Wikipedia. I picked this reference, and I know it has shabby lighting, but I am trusting the process with this one. I normally like to start rendering the face by doing the blush. So for the texture, I use the chalky grain brush and then basic 3 float to prevent it from looking crusty. And at this part of the process, you're probably wondering, what, a nose magically appeared? But yes, this is not my first time rendering this piece, so if you see something else magically appear, that was probably from my past attempts. After the main bulb of the nose is done, I take the round brush and draw a tall triangle, then soften it. I do this so that the nose won't look flat and instead look 3-dimensional. And now for the part that I take 30 minutes to do. I think the reason I take so long to do it is because the eyes are usually the first thing a viewer looks at, and if they look so plain or wonky, it just ruins the quality of the drawing. Right now I'm drawing the eyeliner and then using a different brush to draw the eyelashes. Do be careful not to draw too many lashes though, otherwise they'll look like cockroach feet or the material girl me. I'd recommend putting the eyelashes at the end of the eye, but that just depends on your style and preference. And with the power of editing, I'm just going to skip to the part where the 2 eyes are finished. And it looks good, but not complete. There's just one more step, which is aegis-sol. Everyone says it's glorified eye bags, but it's different. It's juicy, tender, crispy, okay not crispy, that would be gross, fat that sits underneath the eye. Basically, I get the round brush, glaze the skin around the eye with a darker colour, slightly erase into the opening, draw a highlight at the top, and boom, aegis-sol. So to summarise, my process of rendering the eye is split up into 8 different parts. This video is brought to you by me. As an artist, the sound of a reference board with over 1k pins neatly organised into sections like lighting, expressions, etc. probably sounds something so wonderful it could get you out of your art block. But guess what? You can actually get access to that by subscribing to my Ko-fi for $14 Aussie. You can also get access to my full Krita brush pack, a section in my Discord, wallpapers and more. Okay, so I looked for the footage where I rendered the lips, but there is none, which is honestly not surprising. I probably stopped the recording to eat lunch, came back to render the mouth, and then forgot to resume the recording, but I have a time lapse that I'll play at the end of this vid, so stick around. My method of rendering hair is fairly simple. For the parts that have a lot of shine, just take a lighter colour and with the round brush, go back and forth with your pen. Then erase back into it with a smaller brush size. For the clothes, I saw in the reference that the lighter folds are in a zigzaggy kind of shape. So I used a square brush and did that shape, then erased back into it. After that, I blended some of the edges that I didn't need, and I did the same for the shadows as well. My method to drawing hands is pretty much like the clothes. Use the square brush and blend the hard edges you don't want, and mostly follow the reference. It doesn't have to look exact, but if you can see things like this goes here at this color and that goes there, after some practice you will improve a lot. And after all that was finished, I drew some hair strands and also added a big hair strand near the face to create a sense of motion. I also struggled a lot with the bubbles because they kept looking like someone ripped a pillow on top of her and all the feathers started floating in the air. After touching a lot of other things up, like fixing the bubbles and straightening the fish, I then call the drawing finished. And this is the complete time-lapse of the drawing. So I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, please subscribe, like this video and leave a nice comment. It would really mean a lot to me. Don't forget that the link to my Ko-fi page can be found in the description and pinned comment. Okay, check out this video where I share a lot of underrated art tips for Krita, and I'll see you there.